Morning everybody, and welcome to the showdown that literally nobody has been waiting for. Bike Racing Without Mercy versus KoM Hunt TV. The genial host Phil Lovett versus Scott Hewish, KoM Hunter extraordinaire in his own mind. So just been warming up in Watopia on the Tempest Puget Flat because that's what's on the deck today. And I've been doing a little ramp of power and some zone 2 out the saddle. Hi Ruben, Jake, early one for you Jake. Scott's on the deck, hopefully you're warmed up Scott. Josh, how's the sponsorship going for the virtual ride John O'Groats to Land's End? Terry, good morning to you. Chris from Australia, how's it going? Joseph, top of the morning to you. And GUSS, I think you're racing in this one GUSS. Dropping us, aka Tim. Let me sort my sound out, Tim. As ever, slick. Now, which is the sound? Bradislaw, how are you today? I know you're on your way to work. Martin of the Big Power. Is that any better in terms of the sound? Hey Chris, on your son's iPad. Yep, that's what we parents are reduced to. Now, is the sound any better? Could someone give me a quick thumbs up or a... Cheers. Thank you, Tim. Nice one, Josh. I haven't yet donated. I will do. Very busy day at work yesterday, so apologies for that. But yeah, donate to Josh. He's riding for charity, the NHS Heroes and Heroines. John O'Groats to Land's End, virtually. And Josh is not a big lad. So it's one hell of an endeavour. I respect you, Josh. Now, today, on the deck, you'll see a nicer thumbnail than usual. And I've got to say, that is courtesy of none other than the KoM master himself, Scott Hewish. It's a very pretty thumbnail. I certainly couldn't have created that. Oh, nearly forgot. Now, Scott, Jane procured me the breakfast for the aspiring KoM hunter. And I think the carbohydrate source you'd approve of. Not quite there yet in terms of the KoM Hunt approved pre-race nutrition. That said, I do have to get my own pre-race nutrition out. Yep, cold coffee, amino acids. Now today's race is a race within a race, because obviously on a very fast Tempest Puget Flat race with a bunch of good riders in there, not least of which KoM J from Total Direct Energy, and obviously GUSS himself, and none other than Mr. Ed LAVERACK, who's just having a little Zone 2 training, no doubt. The chances of getting dropped are high. So this will be Scott and I pitting our metal against each other. And I'm not underestimating you, Scott. I've seen you've got a 2,000 watt sprint versus my 600 or 700 watt sprint on a good day. And I know you're a cat-free rider. So I'm not going to let my guard down. Now, I need to look at my training peaks, because I'm going against Ed LAVERACK's training program today, which is meant to be a breakaway training. Sorry, Ed. Needs must. So, what I need to do during this race is deploy, is meant to be 6, but 1 hard effort
at around about 350 watts for 2 minutes, then into threshold for 299 watts. So Scott, be warned, I'm going to try and break away and stay away. From you, that is. On the dextrose, yeah, nice one, Josh. The dextrose is good, although Scott would say the Red Bull and Skittles is optimal. It is a glorious sunny day, Tim, and it is super hot. My fan is on full setting and I am sweltering. And Scott, I've got to say, joking aside, I really do love what you're doing in terms of very cool and differentiated content and bringing together a community under the banner of KoM hunting. I wasn't aware that KoM hunting was such a big thing. I thought the smallest KoM was like Box Hill or something. Never knew you could have a flat one. Go figure. But when I'm back outside, I'm definitely going to go down and hunt down a KoM or two of my own. I've got my eye on a few. the Cat 3 Minehead, Cat 6 in London. Beautiful. Well, I'm not underestimating the big power. Oh, it starts in 7 minutes, Chris. Yeah, KoM Hunter Viz. You've got to hang on to your hat. Lord of the statistics, we are honoured. Mr. Lord DeLego is in the stream to opine on the, shall we say, the beta statistics that I'll be deploying. Steve Young, yeah. We got GUSS. Tyler Hannay. Tyler, I follow you on Zwift Power. Good luck today. Don't drop me, please. Sid Blue. I follow you as well, Sid, on Zwift Companion. Good luck today. Don't drop us. Obviously, Ed LAVERACK, who's going to do some zone 2. Drop us all. And then a sprint, apparently. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Sean, right on. How are you this morning? I take it, Scott, you're now warming up. I was going to do some of these out of the saddle drills because I reckon I got this, as I say on the vlog. I've been experimenting more with it from Keith Robertson, who did an Everest at the weekend, 10,400 meters of climbing in 13 hours, 254 kilometers. But he used a lot of these upper zone 2, lower zone 3 out the saddle efforts, which feel really comfortable actually, but they also fire up the glutes and the hamstrings very nicely. Darren, thank you for joining. Good morning, how are you? Yeah, Tim, you're right. That's a good. Sean, how's it going? Sean, we're needing a new Instagram post with the stone roses. Or maybe Happy Mondays. Yeah, see to it, Sean. Right, I'm going to join the event. Now I am taking this quite seriously, as I say. I want to have a good effort here. Look at me at the front, in the alpha position. I do want to try a breakaway effort. I know it'd be futile, but we'll see how fast the actual pace is. There's Ed LAVERACK in the pen, preparing for a nice little bit of zone 2. Nice one, Sean. Right, I'm going to finish my pre-race drink. Old Slow, How are you this morning? 100 kilometres yesterday. Nice work, sir. No idea, Tim. I must have VIP status now. What with all the YouTubing. Confidence is key. Yeah, and there, Jake, you hit the soft underbelly. Confidence. Now I know I'm doing a YouTube channel, but confidence is definitely something I do lack. Robert, morning to you. How are you, sir? It's a lovely sunny morning. Perfect for riding outdoors, not indoors. What's the BRB, Chris? You see, Scott is slick. You'll notice his edits are very tight. His thumbnails are nice. Hence, I got a nice thumbnail this morning. Beautiful thumbnail. Not my work. That's courtesy of Scott. But he's also quite good on the social media. He pointed out to me that I didn't have any links to my channel on Instagram or Zwift Power or anything like that. Rectified now, Scott. Thank you ever so much. Ha! I doubt that, Jake. Especially with the gains in power that you've been securing on the Alpe Zwift. Slow spin outside, that sounds perfect if the weather's nice in Norway. Hold slow. I'm very nervous. Obviously mission number one is not to get dropped from the bunch. And if you didn't see Ed LAVERACK's race last night, it was sensational. Definitely worth a playback. Ed turned into none other than Mr. Thomas again and put down a breakaway effort on the final of 3 climbs, and it stuck. And he destroyed the competition. I think he won by like a minute 20 or something, which is huge given that caliber. Ed, you are the boy. Niels, morning to you, sir. The aircraft of the day is the Tornado GR1A ground attack variant. It's what I wanted to fly when I was a kid and had a scholarship with the Royal Air Force. I got cut because of defence cuts. But I had a place to train as a pilot. Ended up as a banker. Go figure. Ramp test. Yeah, he did win, Sean. And he won emphatically. So Jake, yeah, hang on to your hat for those final 3 minutes of hell. Yeah, it was incredible, wasn't it, Oslo? Right, I'm gonna, heart rate's 160. It's gonna bring it down a little. Okay, let's fire up the vlog camera. And go check out Niels's live streams and Gus BOUMAN's live streams. Really high quality racing. Niels is a great climber. Okay. I'd be remiss to get dropped here. Someone tell me what colours Scott's wearing. This is about 2 watts a kilogram for Scott. Only joking, Scott. There he is, he's ahead of me. In the wheels. Just concentrating a second here. I was hoping this would be a slightly easier race. Full gas. Not quite yet, Jake. Hopefully, the diesel engine will build and build and build to a crescendo of full gas and burnt matches. Just trying to settle here, focus on the pedaling technique and dropping Scott. Only joking, Scott. God, I don't think I'm gonna have the power to go off the front here. Yeah, it should be a quick one. Lots of pros in this. Ed, L Camel J, another one on the left there. Plus the dirt guys, they're always strong. And of course, King, self-proclaimed king of the KoMs, Mr. Scott Hirsch. I'm not doing the chasing. This is very hard. Pain face is deployed. Micro recovery, welcome. LEADOUT, a namesake. This is blistering. Hey Scott, how you going? This is hell. Wish I'd had the Red Bull. Hey Agnes. How are you? You can see how I am. No, Tim, I've come to that conclusion. Ha! Hey Scott, don't quit yet. Yeah, I'm feeling it in the legs from yesterday, Agnes. But okay, I think. Yeah, trying it, Tim. Trying to find that happy equilibrium of staying in the bunch. Oh. Where are you, Scott? Is that GUSS BOUMAN I see there? Nice one, GUSS. Check out GUSS's channel. He may be live streaming. This is unlike any Tempest Fusion flat race I've ever done. There's going to be no breakaway attempt. Scott, at the end of this, we'll stay in Tempest Fusion and have a sprint each. A sprint off. Yeah, by my fingernails, Tim. Yeah, you get about 80 kilometres further, old slow. Respect always to old slow. One hell of a comeback. Nice one, Mark. I see you're getting much stronger as well on Strava. I'm the light blue one, Agnes. Tron bike. Light blue Tron. With Zwift on the rear of my shirt. Cheers, Tim. I know this is boring and in a bunch, but I don't have any more in me. You can see by the heart rate. Mike, how's it going? Liking your gains on the polarized training? Yeah, Sean, trying to keep back some matches. Good plan, old slow. I'll try and execute on that. Cheers, Sean. For sure, Agnes. Cheers, Joseph. Sorry, Chris. Cheers, Tim. Will do. Cheers, Mark. Sure, I'll slow, sorry. Heads behind me. Zone 2. Oh, dear me. Oh. Dear me. Oh. 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 Scott, why don't we have a sprint off? Oh dear. Well, everybody, God, you can see heart rate 180 for about 24 minutes. Yeah, I found that very, very hard indeed, as you can see. Completely mucked up the sprint, but I'm really happy with that. I was only 3 seconds down on first place. And let's see who got first place. I saw Ed deployed a sprint. I'm going to look forward to seeing how good that was. I was just in a world of misery. GUSS! Podium GUSS! GUSS BOUMAN. Do up the jersey. That, GUSS, big power. Oh my. Yeah, I won the versus, Lord. Scott, you need to get on a polarised as well as a KoM hunting. Thank you everybody. All the encouragement there in the screen and the tactics. I was definitely paying attention and definitely trying to kind of stay more in the wheels. The trouble I find is when I lay off the power a bit, I fall backwards very quickly through the pack, and I do struggle to find this kind of equilibrium where you kind of stay in the pack at that kind of nice 4 watts a kilogram level. But definitely I was slow. Tim, Agnes, everybody that was telling me, as Sean, you know, don't burn so many matches, completely agree. And it's the same outdoors. Thank you everybody, really appreciate it. So Ed was 9th, was he? Let's have a look. But GUSS, nice work sir, you're getting strong. Wait a second, I'm going to text Ed and suggest Scott, he and I, because Ed's looking to do sprint training, we'll do a sprint practice. Lord, if you're on Ed's stream, can you suggest we stay in or go to Tempest Fugit and we pit Scott's 2000 watt sprint versus my 600 watt sprint versus Ed's? I'm guessing it's about 1,000 now. Oh dear. I'm going to go on to Ed's. Oh, right, so let's go back. Let's have a look at the power curve actually. I haven't done the obligatory power curve. But I'm very happy with the average watts. So if I go to menu, I have to end ride. So we'll end ride. And by the way, Ed's power profile is a sea of blue and one massive sprint at the end. Go contrast. Right, so critical power. So the five, yeah, so again, I'm still well below my best. 320, 5-minute power or so, 321. 20-minute power. Well, that's strange because 24-minute power was higher. It was like 299, I think, over the, yeah, 299. Not sure how that all works, but there we go. So, Scott, let's go back to Watopia, the flat route. I'm going to go load back in. And I'm going to pit my sprint, Scott, before I have to go on and I've got to get back to work. But my sprint against yours. So go back onto the Tempest Fugit flat and we'll both stay there. And we'll both stay there. Oh, I've got to load Zwift back up. And then we'll line up and we'll each do a sprint for 30 seconds or whatever. Oh, I ended the ride. Sorry, Lord. But it's easy because all Ed has to do is end the ride and go and start Tempest Fugit flat as well, because Scott had already ended his ride, I think. Right. Now you can see here, unlike Chris Pritchard, my live streaming skills are not tight. Oh, sorry, I'm on the CV arcade buttons there. Got to get the screen right. It's very intricate, this. Right. Autopia, Tempest Fugit, ride. Right. So Scott, yeah, you should arrive near me. Ed's still doing his data. Gus, why don't you come and join us on the Tempest Fugit flat here? You have to restart and come back in because I've made a muck up of it all. But it would have been hard for everybody to find each other anyway. What could go wrong here? I'm just texting Ed.
Yeah, I do. I never get over 1,000 watts, but what I do tend to get is...
Where are you, Scott? Let me see. You're not on my screen yet. There we go. So can I scroll down and see you? Where are you, Scott? Always good to be starting a sprint from stone cold. There you go, I see you, right. We're pretty much lined up next to each other. I can see Gus behind me as well. Okay. Right. So how should we do this? Each person goes individually for 30 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds to see where the sprint peaks. Or a drag race. A drag race is going to be harder because we have to start it all at exactly the same time. Got you there, Gus. Very nice. I think Ed is coming up now. So we need to agree the rules. Right, I reckon each individual goes for their best effort standing start sprint. And you've got 30 seconds to peak out. So if you want to roll a bit and sprint up, so be it. Or if you want to go hard right from the very start, so be it. So, I reckon, Gus. Yeah, well, no lead out, Gus. Although I reckon Scott may take you up on the lead out. I reckon just a cold start, right? We'll all go together. That's how we'll do it, because otherwise everyone won't see each other on a live stream. Yeah, so bear me a second, right? Okay, so when I start rolling, and Ed, you'll sit in real time. When I start rolling, right, everyone gets a chance to deploy their sprint. And if you're not live streaming, Gus, we'll take you on Scout's Honour. And Scotty, you have to get ahead of me, all right? So when I start rolling, I'll roll for 10 seconds, people get level, and then we hammer it. So 10 seconds roll, then we hammer it, okay? So I'm going to start the roll now. Okay, 10 seconds. So there was my pathetic sprint. This hasn't worked very well. There goes GUSS, 16, flew right by. Nice, nice drills, GUSS. And where's Scott? Has he already gone? Oh, anyway, that was real nice. Really appreciated that. Thank you for setting it all up, Scott. And thank you for the lovely thumbnail. And thank you for the pre-workout nutrition. I'm going to check out some of the KoM Hunter post-workout nutrition. Yeah, Gus, it looks huge on your watts per kilogram. 1200. Well, you get the crown there. Unless, Scott, what did you get? Ed's still trying to find us. We're only a few minutes up the road. Oh dear. So this is Slick TV. So I'm going to say GUSS got 1178. Ha 300. We know that's a lie, Scott. Where are you? He's coming now, is he? Well, we're just about 10 minutes, 15 seconds up, a small sprint up the road, Ed. Ed's got his new skills on. When Ed comes, we'll have one more sprint.
I do always prefer sprinting against people, with people. I don't want to sprint on
1200. Nice, Scott. I thought you got a 2000 one in you. Mark, I'm looking at doing one on Saturday morning. Let me have a quick look at the old... It's not an easy one, actually, this. It's called the Escape Velocity Spring Series. It's at 8 AM on Saturday, and it's like the hilly route in Watopia, which is always emotional. It's 3 to 5 laps, so I'm going to do the 5-lap, 40-kilometre one. Right, was that Ed there? Yeah, there he is. Right, bear me a second. Right, I'm going to just gently roll up to Ed. Oh, what have I done now? Here we come. Rolling up to Ed for a sprint down. Don't want to go past. Oh, we've gone past him. There we go. There's no brakes. Right. So Ed, are you going to go for your sprint? There we are. Just gently coming in. There he is. 6 meters back, 1 meter back. Right, where's GUSS? Right, we're going to do a sprint, Ed. So I'm just telling you, roll for 10 seconds and a max effort sprint. Nice, Ruben. That sounds disgusting. 8:40:20s at 120%. Right. So, are we ready, Ed? Okay, I'm gonna... He's still got his screen in hand. Yeah. Where's Ed gone? Okay, we're gonna roll. Is he ahead of me? I think he might be, yeah. There we go. I'm within 5 seconds of him. Right. Where's the segment, Gus? Just a bit ahead, is it? There we go, Ed. Okay, this is all very... A makes it stop. Right. So where are you, Gus? Are you just a tiny bit further ahead? This is all very tricky. Where is this sprint section? Don't even know where A is. Is that Gus? No. I think it's just coming around the corner here from what people are saying. Right. Anyway, look, I've got to get to work. So, Ed. Yeah, all right. So Ed's going to use the sprint, the actual sprint area. And Mark, I'm going to use the A key to stop it. Where is this sprint area though? $900, we gotta get to. Okay, Gus is, luckily there's a leader amongst us, and that leader is Gus. And he has made the decision. He's at 1.7 kilometers. Right, okay. Now I understand. I thought we were right on top of it. Getting ready on this A button, Mark. No pressure. I don't see it. Oh, here we go. 12 seconds away. This is compelling TV, isn't it? Here we go, I think. Oh, no. Right. I think we're here. Right. This is going to be quite humbling for me. Ed seems to be ahead. Right. There he is. Scott is here. Nice. All right. So we'll roll out first. And then... Ed, you've gone past the start. There we go. They're coming back now. So as soon as one of us starts to roll, everyone else will roll. Yeah, we stopped. Right. Okay. I'm going to go and then just follow. I'm just going to let the delay kick in. Ed's doing the stats. How long is it? Scott and I. Gus seems to know what he's doing. Hey Dean, how's it going? We're just doing a last little sprint at the end of this. Right, when I roll, just roll. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Crying out loud. That is a long sprint section. Oh. Okay. 32 seconds. Oh. 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 Come on, Ed. Oh, Scott. 1273. Respect, sir. What was your time? Here we go. Ed's hammering it. Did I really? I don't think I got 32 seconds then. Yeah, Jane, sorry. Scott, what was your time? Gus, what was your time? Oh no, it's 37 seconds maybe. Well, I don't know. Ah, yeah, so it was a minute ago. I wasn't 32. Sorry. Ed's really upset because he thinks I got 32 seconds. Scotty, Mr. KoM Hunter, you must have finished your segment. 3 weeks, all right. 3 weeks, you got a deal. We have a rematch in 3 weeks. You got to hit a bit of the polarized as well as the KoM hunting. So what did you get, Ed? Anyway. Yeah, we'll put it out of our mind, Gus. It was a bad idea, but I had a lot of fun anyway. And Gus, congratulations on your 3rd place. Full respect. Scott, loving what your work, sir. People, tune in to KoM Hunt TV. You will not regret it. It is sublime. And to everybody that watched the live stream, thank you ever so much. Really appreciate all the support and all that kind of stuff. And to Ed LAVERACK, you are an inspiration. But there are so many people who I follow on Instagram or Strava or in the live chat who I'm taking inspiration from. Super appreciate it. And in the meantime, whoever you are and whatever you do, live, thrive, and stay healthy. Cheers.